From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh, bop.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is D. What's up with today's Sunday swim? Just taking a couple of minutes to ask you guys a few questions. I'm always curious as to the so many different styles of keeping aquariums and what you think is your favorite thing. We all got issues, we all got favorites, so it's really not fair to compare one person's tank to another, because a fish tank is just a reflection of how we think things should be. It's not like we're actually taking a screenshot of the ocean, and well, we're trying to do that. So I'm just bringing this Sunday swim to you with a few questions. As I sit here and look at my tank, there's always little issues, there's always problems, there's always a strive for perfection, and we don't do what we do because things are already perfect. Like that Aptasia over there, I actually went to the Bahamas and I took a little snorkel trip and I saw what looked like Aptasia. It was so funny because I was like, well, you know, nobody's perfect, but what things do you find in your tank that aren't perfect? Just leave a comment below. I'm really curious. We're always fiddling with the tanks because there's always something to be fiddled with. So that's question number one. Number two, if you had one thing to change, whether it be the size of your tank, piece of equipment, or something that you did when you set it up, what would that be? Mine, for one, this overflow box. This tank is very old. I gotta say it's 20 years old. I've had this tank set up for saltwater for about 14 years now. It used to be my cichlid tank. I had Oscars in here. I had all kinds of cichlids in here. So I never got the tank drilled. So I wish I could go back and do that again. And yeah, that's one thing I would love to do over if I had the opportunity. Question number three. What is your least favorite fish? These four-striped dimsels are my least favorite fish, but I don't have the heart to get rid of them because, for instance, my little guy Shorty, which you can see peeking out of there, Shorty, I had, since I started this tank, I had him 14 years. I captured one of the larger ones, and when my son saw him in the fish trap, he was like, what are you going to do with the fish? You can't just take him out. So I felt bad and I released him. Every time I think of catching them, I have a change of heart, so I leave those guys in there. There are 4 of them. And then again, why would you take him out? He's been in there a long time. These guys are about 6, 7 years old or more. I got that one at the auction because somebody bought it and couldn't take care of it, and he fit in just fine with the aquatic hoodlums. So my least favorite fish, they're kind of a love-hate relationship. Another question. How do you take care of your glass? I have so many different things I use for my glass. I have my Magnaviewer. I use razors in here just because the glass is never clean enough to me. I have my magnet cleaner, if you can see it up there. So how do you take care of your glass or acrylic? I know some of you guys have acrylic. Yeah, there's more Aptasia. Lovely, right? Okay, my last question. Well, no, next to last, because I just thought of another one. How do you light your tank? This tank is 6 feet long, which is really tricky because I have 3 fixtures. Luckily for me, they were able to be linked together with one control unit. These are the Dissunnies. There are many better, there are many worse lights, so they do the job. If you look at the water, that shimmer is like priceless. I love the shimmer of the lights. If you look close, it's a shimmer, but not an absolutely annoying disco ball. So how do you light your tanks? I know a few people that are still using metal halides, and I wouldn't mind going back and getting me an extra metal halide fixture just to put on my basement tank and try it out. Look at that, how rough. Always cleaning glass, see how we are? And I think for my last question, what is on your tank wish list. What do you have planned for your tank? I got a couple of frags that I took from the frag tank downstairs that I split up that I may try to move in here. I'm definitely thinking of moving this piece right here, which is one of my older rocks. Would you believe that's a piece of tufa, Tufa, which a lot of people don't use in a tank? I use it in my tank because A, it was easy to chisel into that shape because it's very soft, and B, it didn't look like a white piece of rock. I can't stand putting white rock in my tank. I put white rock on my tank. I chisel it up so that the coralline and algae have something to grow on, even if it's aptasia. I don't like the look of white rocks. So what do you have planned for your tank? What's on your to-do list? I want to hear your comments. I want to see them below. I'd love to see more channels. If anybody has a new channel, promote it below. I'm always looking for another tanker, even freshwater. I love freshwater. I'm a freshwater dude. That's how I started. More than 30 years keeping fish. So I started with freshwater. So if you got a planted tank, what do you plan on doing there? Leave your comments below. Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell so that you get updates. And I look forward to hearing from you. This is D with a simple Sunday swim. Now I'm going to go make me some pancakes. Alright, see ya. I'm out.